Hello, today is Thursday, December 3rd, 2020. My name is Daniel Mullaney, and behind the camera is Caitlin Yates. Today we are here to film a video source inspection for SciTech Process Solutions, where we will be viewing a fully refurbished single head assembly. This single head was sent in for refurbishment by our customer as it's part of a double stack, but only the head was refurbished. This customer's PO number is 2142707. In this circumstance, only the head was refurbished. The controller, the cabling, and everything else is SciTech's. So only the head was sent in individually. I'm taking a look at the back of the head here, and everything looks fantastic on this refurb. All of the metal has been electro-polished. All the tubing has been replaced. The pneumatic tubing that leads to all the valves is color-coded, so it's really easy to understand exactly what is being controlled by the solenoid valves. We have a new filter here. The pressure switches have been replaced. So this tool just looks really good right here. So excited to get this thing running and get this video source inspection done. So here we have a new rotor in here. This is actually SciTech's rotor. And we have 6-inch wafers and a boat here from ours. So again, just the head was sent in, and this is our rotor. So with no more ado, let's get this thing rolling. So every SRD refurbished by SciTech is going to be backed by our 1-year parts warranty. So we do an extensive and thorough job refurbishing every SRD to make it look like a like-new condition. And in reality, it is a like-new condition almost throughout because of how many parts are changed out with all the tubing, the fittings, the switches, the filter. I mean, so many parts are changed out on this that this really is a like-new tool by the time we're finished with it. Even items that are rebuilt, such as the valves, the motors, the rotor stop positioner, they're all rebuilt then with new parts to ensure that we have great longevity for these tools, and so that way we can back it with our 1-year warranty. Every tool also goes through the same extensive rebuild process. First, we'll take an SRD and break it down to the component level. We'll completely disassemble the entire tool and remove all components over to our rebuild station so they can be individually addressed. From there, we're going to chemically clean and electro-polish all the metal parts. We're going to evaluate and replace the poly as necessary. We're going to automatically replace 100% of the consumables on the tool, which would be seals, gaskets, tubing, and anything else that's naturally going to degrade or wear over time. And then we're going to rebuild all the other components on the tool that have any actuation on them. That would be the valves, the motor, and the rotor stop positioner. Those are going to be rebuilt with new and refurbished parts to ensure that they are ready to be returned to the field and operate correctly for years to come. Once the tool has been completely prepped, that's all the metals cleaned, all the components are rebuilt, and all the tubing and consumables have been set aside, then we're going to build the tool up to the configuration requested by the customer. In the situation of a refurbishment, we are going to build it up usually back to the same configuration that it arrived, but it's no longer going to usually look as terrible as it did when it arrived. Sometimes tools come back to us looking good because they have particle issues, but for the most time they arrive ugly and they leave looking fantastic. So then we'll build the tool back up to the configuration requested, and then from there we're going to go through a series of quality control. Really, the quality control is going to be occurring throughout the process of the rebuild, constantly ensuring that everything is spaced properly, everything is labeled correctly, the tool is in the proper configuration that's requested, and a variety of others. From there, it's going to go through a series of dry electrical tests where we're going to hook up the air and the electricity to the tool and ensure that everything operates correctly on that front. Then we're going to go through what we call wet testing, which is where we're then going to include DI water to the equation, and we're going to ensure that the tool operates properly on that front, that there's no leaks, that the flow rates look correct, and that the tool really could, at that point, start operating properly if it was the case. From there, we're going to take the tool into our final test area, which is where we are today. And we are going to simulate the fab by constantly running the system, adjusting process recipes, and monitoring the results of the tool by evaluating the wafers after every run. Once all of that rebuild and testing and remanufacturing has been complete, we will then film a video source inspection and upload it to the web. This is our customer's opportunity to review the source inspection and approve it prior to shipment. Some customers request to review and approve prior to shipment. Others, usually return customers, have had several services done by us and will just okay the shipment without review of the video, but that video will get posted in the end anyways for everyone's documentation purposes. Excuse me. So right now we are in the final 90 seconds of our operating process right here. So this has gone smoothly so far. The system runs great, balance looks good. I can see right here the cam assembly rotating through, everything's aligned perfectly, tack sensors are reading correctly. I don't see any inappropriate rubbing of the tubing on any section of the tool. So overall, this tool, as expected, is running great and rebuilt into the parameters that we expect on every single rebuild. In addition to providing refurbishment services for spin run dryers, we also provide 100% of the spare parts and minor services required to keep your SRDs running. That means that we can sell every part on this tool, such as windows, door seals, solenoid valves, ACR valves, filters, the motor, tack sensors, base plates if needed, cabling, really any spare part required to keep your tool up and running, we sell and usually stock as well. I also mentioned services, the minor services. Those would be controller repairs, motor controller repairs, rotor rebalancing, and motor rebuilds. So those are the four main services. We also offer a variety of other services such as custom poly work, on-site evaluations, different tubing or valve options, kind of a variety of other services and options there, but really those are the four main, we execute on all of those in order to keep your fleet running. So SciTech has, in the end, everything required to keep your semi-tool SRDs up and running with good uptime and correct performance. Okay, so I just heard the door seal release right there. I'm gonna go ahead and open the chamber. First thing I'll do during an inspection like this is I'll feel to ensure that the heat is on and it was a hot, dry cycle, which it is. I'm now going to pull the wafers out and inspect them. Okay, and everything looks fantastic with these wafers. They are dry and ready to be moved over to the next step in your manufacturing process. So, I'd like to thank you for taking the time to review this video source inspection for today. Again, we filmed this video source inspection for SciTech Process Solutions. You can find more of our products and information on the web and on our website, which is www.scitechprocess.com. SciTech is spelled S-I-T-E-K. Or you can give us a call at 916-797-9000. And to reach me directly, please dial extension 2201. Thank you very much and have a great day.